Street harassment. So this morning and yesterday I was scrolling through Twitter and I see this video posted about street harassment and the effects it has on women. Street harassment is very real. It is a very real bad thing that happens to women on a day-to-day basis. I'm not trying to downplay that. However, I don't think it's very clear, and this is the issues I'm having with it. As a woman who is very much about women's equality, I have a female empowerment movement, Shunammite Movement, and I'm very much all about the safety and the safeguarding of women. Within the video, you see there's one guy who follows her, consistently talking to her after she's obviously not interested. Harassment. There is one guy saying, yo, your bum, eagle, something, making sexual comments towards her bum. Harassment. One guy in passing says, have a nice day, miss. That's it. Nothing else. He didn't grab her. Nothing like that. Have we come to a world where hi, have a nice day, normal conversational starters and greetings become an intimidation to women? What I saw was 80% of the men speaking were saying things in passing, hoping for a reaction. They didn't get it. They didn't turn. They didn't stop. They didn't follow. I don't think it's right that if a guy is interested in a woman or a woman is interested in a man, that we've now come to a social place where in a social, the most social setting you can find, that men and women are not allowed to interact. That is just like, how is that progressive? When did a catcall equal a compliment? Like, yo, shawty, let me talk to your ass big. It's all of this. How did that come to, hi, you look beautiful today. Have a nice day. How did, like, objectification of a woman, this, your ass, this, demoralizing her in every sense, calling her out her name, this, you look beautiful today, look nice, compliment, catcall, objectification, admiration. When did this do that? I, for one, this girl walking through London, I have been harassed, like street harassment 101. Going to clubs, being in all sorts of education, walking the streets in East London, I have been harassed. I have been followed. I have been held, like literal held. I have been surrounded by a group of guys. I have been threatened. I have been near enough tried to egg me for not giving people my number. I have been harassed, very much so. However, I would not say someone striking up a conversation with me because they find me attractive, or they might just generally nice people. If a woman said to you, you look beautiful today, have a nice day. She could be a lesbian. Nobody knows. Would you consider that street harassment? Because it's about men gaining control. You can't tell every man that that's his intention. That's not fair. Like Cosmopolitan and all of these women magazines always tell you, go to the supermarket, you'll meet like a lovely man, or go to the bookstore, or go to a festival, and all of these things, but only when it's not in downtown Queens or somewhere like this. Like groping your ass and saying good evening is not the same thing. It's just not. To put it under a big umbrella is so inclusive that it's potentially dangerous and ignorant. What would it be if a woman actually was interested in the guy? Would we call it street harassment? You peed on someone's rights because you feel threatened by it. You cannot do that. So like for right now, I feel like something does need to be done about, in the streets, men approaching women very inappropriately, very forcefully, everything like that. However, I think we need to be careful with what we're dictating as harassment, because harassment is, if so, we need to change the definition of harassment. Harassment should be interaction unwanted. That's what harassment should be, because that's not what harassment is. Harassment is aggressive pressure and intimidation. That's what harassment is. Because what you're saying harassment is and what it is in dictionary terms is two totally different things. Okay, so does that mean the beggars on the street who ask me for money every day, can I now police them for street harassment? Because I didn't ask for that either. Is that street harassment? Or is it not? Because I'm being harassed. By your definition, it's harassment. People are bothering you. So if it was like, if Drake or any Idris Elba, Denzel, or Brad Pitt, or Leonardo, George bloody Clooney was on the corner saying, "Hey miss, good evening, how are you?" You'd be like, I'm good, how are you, baby? It would not be no one would be talking about this stuff. No one would care. Street harassment is a problem. Make it more clear. Until you make it more clear, I do not support this. I support the safeguarding of women, the safety of women, the right for women not to be threatened or endangered. I'm all for that. This girl right here, this company right here, impeding other people's rights, I do not support. A man saying to me, "Good afternoon, hi beautiful, you look nice," I do not believe is street harassment. I don't think it's fair. I see an article today, enraged my whole soul, that the reason as to why there is no white men in there, not because they didn't film and not because they didn't say anything to this woman, because there was too much noise, so we edited out all the white males because their scenes were a bit louder, couldn't hear them as much, and they wasn't saying a lot of things, they were saying more things in passing, like a lot of the black men who said hello, good afternoon, just adding disclaimer. I said, huh? So because your point is not strong enough, you need to now demonize a bloody part of society that society is already intimidated by. So that's just going to reinforce your point. So then your point's not valid enough. So because your point's not valid enough, you need to think, what marketing play can I use today? Hey, let's just stick a black and Hispanic man because they're already scary and then they can just do the job for us. No. Not fair. Not cool.